Hello everybody, welcome back to Building a Farm with me, I'm going through the most. I got 5 problems, bro. I got 5 problems in this greenhouse, and no man, it's still the early ages of 2023 and I've got like problems. It's just wavering at my face. So yeah, let's just get to the first issue very quickly. So I don't know how you are over there sitting, maybe you are relaxed and cool, calm and collected, but this side we've got a heat wave. And I definitely know the heat wave is taking most part of the country, probably even it's an international thing. But my thing with the heat wave is that it contradicts with my spinach, because the spinach is a winter crop. It only thrives in cool weather seasons, you know. So when there's a heat wave, then obviously that means the growing will stunt. Ne? It will affect the growing of the spinach. The growing will be very slow. And that's an issue that I can't fix because I can't control weather, right? And do you guys remember how I bragged of how I actually survived the heavy rains? The heat wave is like, no, girl, I'm not John Cena. You're definitely going to see me. You are definitely going to feel me. So, yeah, my second issue now is the load shedding. The load shedding is everyone's issue in this country. We are all suffering from load shedding. I definitely know that. But guys, when it starts affecting the water supply, it becomes an issue on my side. I'm struggling, guys, in terms of getting water. I'm struggling in terms of watering my plants because if there's no electricity, then the water pumps are not going to generate water, so not going to get water. So now I have to work twice the amount to fetch water and irrigate my plants so they will not burn or die from the heat wave or from drought. I need to be born. This load shedding situation, I don't want to take it very slightly. It's not a slight thing, because right now we're being denied basics. We're being denied electricity, we're being denied water. And those are just basics, you know, for human well-being. Yeah, and for us to thrive in this economy, it's now become so difficult because you need the basics, you barely have them. I need to be born. So it's not only like a farming thing, it's an economical crisis, which obviously it's affecting everything, not even our livelihoods, but also our businesses, a whole bunch of things that I can mention, like my spinach. So I also noticed with my third issue are pests. Yes, I'm suffering from aphids, guys. Yes. Okay, the old block is not affected by the aphids. The old block being, you know, the one that you know. But the new block is suffering, guys. This part, as you can see, there is no rooftop. So probably that's the reason my spinach is being ate in this pot, because I noticed the birds actually eat spinach. They like spinach, so they've been picking on my spinach. Really pisses me off, getting on my damn nerves. But there's no netting at the top, so there's no other way to just prevent them from eating my spinach unless I get like a shade net at the top. Obviously, if they're gonna be pests, they're gonna be diseases. Obviously, it's like the 4th issue of mine. But wait, my thing here is with the disease part, I'm really struggling to really capture which disease is actually affecting my spinach, because the plants would actually be yellow. Some parts of the plants of the spinach should actually have yellow leaves. So I guess it was okay, fine. It's probably like shortage of nitrogen. And then there are other parts that they have like stunted growth. I don't know what you call this thing, but like the plants, they really don't grow, and the leaves they coil and become really rough. The spinach leaves are short and they coil and become really rough. So I don't know what to call that. I've been trying to Google it. I need sources, guys. I need help. So I understand with the part of the nitrogen shortage, I need to put in fertilizer. So obviously I've placed ilokunja, and I've had, what do you call this, this is fertilizer, what do you call it, guano boost. Yeah, I've been using guano boost for now. Hopefully it will work. And then coming to my last issue, my last problem, I can't even sleep at night just thinking about it. I toss and turn and flip and flop, just thinking my spinach is growing unevenly. Like, I just don't get it. Some parts of the greenhouse are flourishing and thriving when it comes to spinach, but some parts of the greenhouse are just saying, nope, we are not growing. Remember, I'm growing spinach in containers, right? So I'm growing spinach there. That means you'll find one container. You see, one container is not growing. One container of spinach is not growing, and then the other container of spinach is growing, but they're in the same lane or they're in the same line, and I grew them in the same day or planted them in the same day. Even I irrigate them on the same day, but they're just growing unevenly. And this is a very huge concern for me because I am a small scale farmer, right? So I need to bring in as much quantities of my produce as I can into the market, or in order for me to enter the market, I need to bring in as much of the produce I can. So if the spinach is saying, I'm not going to grow, then what am I going to harvest? Because I can tell you right now, the amount of spinach that I can harvest is around about like 12 bunches. It won't even sum up to 50. That's nothing. That's nothing. It's in like a level that really worries me. So I'll probably, my solution would be to rotate the containers, because I'm guessing maybe some parts are receiving little sunlight, and some parts are receiving sufficient sunlight. And you remember, I am growing underneath the trees, and also there is a greenhouse included, the shade nets included. But when I walk in here, when I can, I see no, man, the sunlight is distributed amongst the spinach. It's distributed well amongst the spinach. So really, I don't even know what is what's affecting the spinach which is saying cool on other parts, and then the other parts which is cool. Because I think you see this part, the middle part is growing well, and then the size is just, even though it has grown, but it has not grown. Do you understand what I'm saying? So that's my issue, guys. So guys, I didn't even mention the weed, because the weeds, come on. That's not even an issue for me. Weeds are not a problem for me, because I can do that. Yeah, bo. And I already know the science behind why those weeds grew. So I'm chill with that, yeah, bo. For me, it's the things that I really don't understand why are they happening and how am I going to solve them, and they just give me heartache. Those are the problems I'm mentioning. Because I can try to solve them, but, will they be solved? There's a mystery behind that. It's not even the weather that's sabotaging us, it's even the economy. And obviously me being dumbfounded here and there. But, okay, so my thing here, guys, is for you, I'm thinking, you're wondering, see, all these 5 problems are now clumping and attacking you. How did they come to be 5 problems? Like, why couldn't you just notice one problem and address that problem? How did they, amount to 5 problems all at once? So guys, I do not live in my growing sites. I don't live where I actually planted my spinach. I don't live at home. I live somewhere else. So I travel. I'm probably 400 kilometers away from home. So obviously that means I have someone who overlooks, the greenhouse for me, who overlooks the plantation for me. And that person who overlooks my plantation is only on my payroll to only irrigate my plants, to only water the plants. That person is only there, is only getting paid to only water my plants. So when they oversee, they're only going to water the plants, right? And then they'll tell me, okay, fine, there are weeds that side. Okay, fine, the spinach has been eating that side. Those are the things they're going to tell me. They're going to update me on things that happen in the greenhouse. But they can't really do anything about it, because that means I have to pay them. I have to pay them. I have to pay them, that person to do the weeding off. I have to pay that person to do a whole bunch of other things. And they're only on the payroll for what? For irrigating. And I don't even have the money to, to increase. I don't have the sense to increase. I don't see. It's not now, not yet. I don't have the sense. Maybe later in the future, you know. So when I come back from wherever I am, it's only like once a month for a week. So obviously I only come this side when there are emergencies with, you know, my plantation. You know, my plantation needs attention. But honestly, it's just always mainly the greenhouse emergencies. So when I come here, I have to do the weeding off. I have to maintain the greenhouse. I also have to do the irrigation because I'm here now. I have to clean. I have to... The first thing I do though when I enter this greenhouse is to scout. I scout the field. I scout the greenhouse inside, outside. Even when I arrive at 7 p.m. at night, I'll definitely scout. I scout for pests. I scout for diseases. I check the leaves of the spinach. I check everything. Because the following day, I have to wake up early in the morning and attend those problems. Because they're my problems. You see? So yeah, that is my story, Bafethu. So more than anything, this is not a stop sign. It's just, you know, a speed bump. I've realized though with farming is actually science, and with science you gotta learn. There's a lot of learning to do, and it requires a lot of discipline, bruh. Yeah guys, so hopefully towards the end of this video, you know, the greenhouse will be looking all clean and well maintained, like nothing ever happened. So let me get onto it. I need to clean, rotate and strategize, you know, and also pray, because God. That's it from me to you guys.